The 2025 Ford Mustang GTD is CEO Jim Farley's ultimate Porsche rivaling dream car. The new Ultimate Street Mustang story goes back almost a decade, and led to the Ford GT along the way. The Ford Mustang GT3 race car and the 2025 Ford Mustang GTD street version are the fulfillment of a longtime dream for Ford CEO and racer Jim Farley. "This car has been in my head for 5 decades, Farley said. "I want to see Porsche, I want to see Aston Martin, I want to see Mercedes sweat," the CEO said in introducing the 2025 Ford Mustang GTD that is a globally homologated GT3 car. A limited run of the 800-plus horsepower street-legal track car will be available in late 2024 or early 2025 for more than $300,000 asked from the roughly 2,000 people who will get one. The car has been in the works for a couple years. The team from Ford and supplier partner Multimatic, which will do the hand-build finishing of the car, were about 15% into the GT3 race car program when Farley said they needed a road version, says Larry Holt, Executive Vice President, Multimatic Special Vehicle Operations. From there, the two versions of the new pony car were developed in parallel. The resulting GTD has a supercharged 5.2-liter version of the Coyote V8, an 8-speed dual-clutch rear transaxle transmission, a crazy wing, 20-inch wheels covering ceramic brakes, and a suspension with adaptive damping and adjustable traction control. The real story behind the Ford GT. But the story goes back further. It was in 2014 at Sebring when Ford decided to make the 6th-generation Mustang a global car. With the 50th anniversary of Ford's first victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans coming up, top-level Ford executives wanted to win with a Mustang. However, after talking to IMSA representatives and others about what was needed to reach the podium, they realized it could not be done with the silhouette of the global Mustang they had created. The company made a hard left turn and worked with Multimatic, an Ontario coach builder that specializes in carbon fiber high-end vehicles, to design the new Ford GT, a car that was never in the original product plan. They raced the GT before its limited run as a road car. Secret Mustang meetings. But the dream of Mustang as a race car never died, and was this time part of the plan when engineers got to work on the 7th-generation Mustang and all its derivatives. A handful of team members gathered deep inside a metal storage garage hidden behind a wind tunnel building in Allen Park, Michigan, in 2021. Their new after-hours mission: design a Mustang to take on the best of European sports cars. Ford engineers felt like the car could win, Farley said. After that, there were regular evening meetings of a small group of Ford and Multimatic employees at the supplier's Novi, Michigan, office, to make the mission a reality. Race around the world. Mustang is the best-selling sports coupe in the world, but for most of its life, Ford never really thought about racing it, Farley says. The 2024 Mustang, and more specifically the Mustang Dark Horse performance model, changed that, laying the foundation for Ford's lofty race plans that will range from amateur classes up through global GT4, GT3, NHRA, Australian Supercar, and NASCAR. It was fitting that Farley, a racer and driver himself, gave us a sneak peek of the 2025 Mustang GTD in his personal garage at the Monterey Motorsports Park in California, where he keeps his Fords. It is where the avid racer spent much of his time during the pandemic, working from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. local time, running Ford from the makeshift office upstairs for a few months each year and then hitting the track to hone his racing skills. Penultimate Mustang? This is the Mustang they always dreamed of building, said Joey Hand, one of 2 drivers who will race the GT3 at Sebring and then Le Mans next year. He and fellow driver Harry Tinknell helped develop the GT3 and the GTD. Farley does not think there has been a global race car with this kind of scale before. Literally every weekend around the globe, in literally every form of racing, there will be a Mustang out there trying to win. The GTD is the pinnacle of that effort to date, Farley says. It follows a pattern Ford has established with its enthusiast sub-brands including Raptor and Bronco, which are getting more involved in competition. We've watched Porsche and Mazda for years do a great job of racing, Farley says. We've been humbled by their incredible approach, and with this new Mustang I think we'll be doing something in racing that no one has ever done before. It is a move that can further cement the Mustang as both an American and a global icon, with the GTD as a new pinnacle. When you have a race car driver like Farley calling the shots, you can do crazy stuff, said Colin Comer, Ford's auto historian.